Hi Bobby Joe, this is Manny from Minneapolis, Dewood Son. Here is Robert's chair. Again, this was a very fun project to make. And I know we spoke on the phone, the differences between the picture on Pinterest that you send me and then the style and the way I make them. But I'm just very confident that Robert is going to really like the feel and how this chair sits. But I'll spend a few minutes on this video kind of talking to you about the wood, the maintenance, stain, all that good stuff, and then walk you through the parts. I'll pause the video and I will just kind of walk you through the assembly process, okay? So first, the chair is made out of all redwood cedar, so you don't have to worry about the elements. It's perfect for outside. You can leave it outside. The stain is called a golden pecan. So the stain will be good for a couple of years, but if you ever wanted to stain it and bring it back, that's fine. Golden pecan is what I use. And then the other recommendation that I have is called spar urethane. You have to get the water-based. I like the gloss because it's kind of shiny. And some people just don't like that shiny look to the chair, so that's totally optional for you down the road. You could certainly, it'll seal it on top of the stain. It'll protect it even further. So I do recommend it, but again, it's something totally optional. It's not necessary only because it's stained. So as far as like the pieces, here is your first accessory is your cup holder. Okay, so it'll be attached from underneath, but I'll explain that when I have the whole thing apart. You're going to have your 2x6, which is your seat, your framing to your seat, your 7 slats, starting with the laser etched one, and I'm going to number these on the right hand side as you're looking at the chair underneath 1 through 7, right? So you have your 7 that go on. Then you have your front legs, 2 front legs that have this arm support already attached with your 2 lag bolts. You're going to need a 9/16 ratchet, which will make your life easy. And then your 2 back legs, right? 1 on each side. And then it's got a cross beam. It's the only short one. I think it's 21 inches that goes across. And I'm going to label and mark exactly where to position your board, so that way we're screwing them back into the exact same holes. And then back here is your spacer. It's a 2x6 spacer that goes underneath. And then if you notice, I call it the tail of the back. There's a 1/2 inch gap that slips right in. I'll have it marked where to perfectly align it on the back. And then they get screwed in from the back with smaller screws, or 1 1/4 inch torque screws. And I'll include the torque bit that you'll need. Let's see. Oh, and of course your arms, right? And then the thing with the arms, they are pre-drilled. Now these aren't screwed down all the way, but you go in about another 1/4 inch. I'm going to include sawdust. So once you screw these in, they're all countersunk, every single hole. I'll go all the way in, and then they'll come with wood plugs, right? So countersink it. Screw it in all the way deep, fill it with the sawdust, and then pound in those wood plugs. Okay, so you're going to have 2 here. 2 here, so it's actually going to look just like this, okay? And then I'll have the 2 back here, right? No, those aren't countersunk because I need to take them out, but they are countersunk, but just not screwed in all the way. So just go super deep, fill it with sawdust, and then put your plugs in. So you'll have plugs for those in the back too. And then your lag bolts in the back legs, okay? That's pretty much it. That's how you assemble the chair. And again, with the positioning, right, it's going to be centered, but just look for the markings on the back, and then also on the back brace that goes across, okay? As far as let's see, stability, it's perfect because I think the chair that I saw online heads straight back. This one has more of an angle feel. You can get a good sense of it, like a side view. So again, it's a great pitch, great feedback on the angle, and when you're sitting in it, I think Robert or you'll appreciate that it still has an upright feel, and it's not straight vertical up and down like the picture that we saw. So again, I'm going to pause the video, take it completely apart, and then quickly walk you through the assembly process.